Pre the ticks being released from under the weight of the olanzapine, I had a real problem with intrusive thoughts. Then, upon closer inspection, I realized that they were to do with things that I really didn't want to happen. So, whenever they would force their way in, I began the practice of giving myself a big old pat on the back for being such a caring and sensitive person. And then also a second nice big pat on the back for having such a creative mind that it could come up with something so harshly vivid that it affected me so strongly. I think it's to do with how our brains are always instinctively assessing the danger in our surroundings on a subconscious level. Then, although those subconscious thoughts bubble to the surface, all that we experience is the utter unpleasantness of the intrusions, with no clue whatsoever as to their origin. Pretty sure all tics are variations of intrusive thoughts. Tell you what, as soon as I started giving myself the 2 pats on the back thing, the intrusive thoughts became so much less intense. Maybe also because I wasn't trying to resist them. Resistance creates persistence.
Etc.
That was the technique I developed in the beginning anyways. Then I learned a bit more about the brain and instinct and that. I think the reason the intrusive thoughts are so harsh is because they are supposed to launch us into action. That is, back in the day when there were predators and that around and we had to be constantly vigilant to fight or fly. Or smear cold mud on ourselves, haha. Also, I've heard that people with TS have a more intense mirror neuron thing going on. Perhaps, evolutionarily, we're the member of the herd that would be on lookout. And if we spot a leopard or whatever sneaking up, we get that strong intrusive thought and uncontrollable tic response that tells everyone else to run away. And also scares the shit out of the leopard. Yeah. Back when I was on the olanzapine, when the tics were not ticking hardly at all, the intrusive thought would bust in there and I would also get a head jerk at the same time. Never could manage to discern which happened first though. That's true in the modern world, there is a lot less leopards to worry about. However, all the stuff going on around us, even being around so many different and unfamiliar people, whereas evolutionarily we would know everyone in our group, can put a lot of stress on our humble great ape brains. Maybe TS is common in more sensitive, empathetic, etc. people because the modern world overloads the brains of such people, which the basal ganglia can't cope with. Then, over time, it becomes unable to streamline one's thinking as well as it once did. Been wondering if intrusive thoughts are common in the relatives of those who develop TS. Why not grill your nearest and dearest and then log their answers in the comments?
Meow. Ka-ching. Hi! Ow! Fuck it. Wallet. Woo! Ka-ching.